Hey, hey, hey. Happy Wednesday, Winning Wednesday, everyone. This is Trey Urban with Laugh and Learn Lunch Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I love providing information and having a good time and having some laughs. And I just like having fun while I'm learning because I'm one of those people who can't sit still. And so I'm usually sitting here. And so I didn't do well in the classroom. So welcome, everyone. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, I have to tell you, I am freaking thrilled to death because guess what? Today is the first day that I get to go live on LinkedIn. Oh, so I'm celebrating for myself. I got all dressed up. I put on my sparkly clothes and I have my beautiful earrings and I put on some makeup. Hey, 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 because I was just so excited. I was like, oh my gosh. Because, okay, some of you know, some of you don't know. In order to stream video on, because I use StreamYard. So, in order to go live on LinkedIn, you have to have 150 followers or more. So, I've been on LinkedIn for forever, but I didn't really promote it or years and years and years. I didn't even play around with it. And so in this last year or so, I've revived it. Hey girl, hey. I was just sharing everybody. I just got to go live on LinkedIn. So I'm so glad. I had had limited 11 followers for forever. And this year, that's it. I was like, nope, this is my year because LinkedIn is where my people are. I want to be where my people are. So I started the journey of building my following, doing some content, going through a couple of different coaches. And, coaches, it's interesting because I know that everyone is made up of their own recipe, right? And everyone's recipe is unique. So, in that recipe, what's important or more valuable is unique on the person, right? So, the different coaches had different perspectives. And I loved that I gained something from everyone I come into contact with. So, I am so thrilled that after a little bit, and I'm not even kidding. I put like this much effort into it a few times, and a $1.50 I hear is here. So, LinkedIn people, Trey Urban here, and I will be every Wednesday. Laugh and Learn Lunch. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Guess what? Okay, after years of being the person who did all the things, the creator of the environment, the place and the space. Oh yeah, come to my house, organizer, no more. Guess what? Now the queen that I am, I just arrive into places and I get served because I love this life way better. You guys, so I learned that we can have whatever we want in life, whatever you want. What do you want? I used to think I loved, and don't get me wrong, I love community. I love to hug people. I love human contact, which is why I'm so excited. I'm going to Miami next month for an elite entrepreneur summit. You guys, I'm going to be dropping the information in the chat, but going back to community. So I loved meeting with people, greeting with people. And I was like, oh, how can I do this? And how can I keep getting to talk? Because I don't know if some of you guys know me. I love to talk. So I began doing all these different things. You guys, this year I have been consistent doing my Laugh and Learn Lunch. Woo! Except for a couple of times when I was sick or something really important happened. I have been consistent on Clubhouse, having a room discover your purpose every Thursday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you guys aren't on Clubhouse, let me tell you, not only can you get clients there, you can network there, but I have found my tribe there. I am so loved and supported. My little girl, Shantae, right here that I have on the screen, sister friend for life up in this place. But let me tell you, so exciting, the journey I have been on. Clubhouse brought me to all of these amazing teachers and wisdom keepers who have helped me gain all these tools. And guess what? I finally have the like-minded people who are out there wanting, hey girl, hey Jamie. Oh, look, Jamie, I haven't seen you for a long time. How are you, sister friend? So I'm so excited that I came across this topic. So some of you are seeing the topic. So I've just begun with all of this beautiful information to create new avenues. So now I have added on to Lunch and Learn what we're going to have the topic about, because even though I knew, I don't know why, I guess by osmosis, I wanted all you all to know. And I didn't even have it like in the description. And one of my amazing coaches and teacher, Emmy Award winning Araya McGarry, she is my awesome friend. I have her number, y'all. I could call and text her anytime, and she calls me once a week or texts me. Oh my God, I love this woman. She was like, hun, and she's a podcasting queen. That's what she got her Emmy Awards. She does amazing things. And so she's like, you really, it would really help if you added blah, 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 because then people would actually know what you're doing. I was like, hello. So now Laugh and Learn motivational speaking. You guys, guess what we're doing today? We are, and I had a guest, Daarina. Her full name is Daarina, but I call her Nina. And she was getting on, and I'm not sure if there's a time glitch or something that happened. But hey, girl, hey, I don't even care. I'm ready. I'm ready to go on. And Miss Shante, any of you guys want to hop on this live? You feel free and let me know, and I will send you the. And actually, you know what? I should just put it in here right now. Let me see if I could do that. You guys, let me think about this. Oh, there it is. Okay, because I know I would love for you to hop on, and we can build this conversation. So if you want to hop on, there you go. There's the link, Miss Shantae, Miss Jamie. Oh my gosh, she is a queen. This woman, she's Jamie. I don't know. Okay, let me put this in. There we go. This queen right here. Look. Let me see. Look right there. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Met from Clubhouse. Where do I meet these people? From Clubhouse. And it's crazy because it's like you get to just have an amazing conversation. You get in these rooms, and for me, I only go on high vibing, self-care, take care of you, and like law of attraction. You guys, I have met and am now friends with the man who wrote The Law of Attraction. He's been in The Secret, 4-time Oprah guest. He has Oprah's phone number in his book, y'all. 1 Degree of Separation. Because I know I'm meant to be in big places, in big spaces. And so I'm super excited. But okay, going back to Nina. So I'm not sure if she's having a time difference, because we just spoke a couple hours ago and she isn't on. So I said, you know what? I am so excited that I get to be on LinkedIn that I'm going live. I'm going by myself. It's fine. It's cool. I got this, because, who likes to talk? I love to talk. I love to entertain, but more than that, I love to empower and encourage. And I love to share information that has helped me, because you know what, guys? I went to the school of hard knocks. I learned things the hard way. I left home at 15, 3 kids by the time I was 19. Yeah. Dropped out of school. Yeah. And I've always been, I realize I'm a self-starter. For those of you who know human design, I'm a manifesting generator, right? I'm a number 9 in my life thing, because I'm a 333 based on my birthday. Any way you look at me, if you look at, what was that? Either way, I'm off topic, but I'm here to do big things and help people in a big way. And when I help other people, when I get to see their amazingness and I get to go, oh, Trey, oh my gosh, my life, I live my life, whatever. Oh, that's like payment beyond what I could ever receive. And that just fills me up. So I love sharing information. So who gets to be a motivational speaker? Hey. How did I become a motivational speaker? I had something happen. I call it a moment of impact, right? That shifted me, that some people are impressed with, and they love hearing the story of how it happened, right? And then I get to have this amazing, fun ending. So some of you know my story. I was paralyzed in a car accident. Yes, paralyzed. And if any of you know me, before I was paralyzed, let me tell you what I had going on. Okay. I was team mom to two different teams because I had two boys in sports. I was on the board for the football league because they wasn't getting my boys. They wasn't handling their stuff right. They needed better gear. And I'm an action taker, so I'm not a complainer. I don't talk about stuff. I do stuff, right? So I was elected by the governor to be on the state standards committee. I was a network analyst for the state, for the Department of Revenue, for over 12 years at this point, right? And so I get elected by the governor. I have this governor plaque with him, and I love my life, right? So all this stuff, I'm on other boards and committees within my job. I have properties, y'all. I have 10 properties, some in different states, many here. I maintenance all of my own properties. I can fix anything from the roof to the sewer line and anything in between. I was very busy. And in this busyness, I was distracted from who? I don't know. But I had a lot of this you going on. And I was like, you, I'm you, right? And so I started hearing husband. Here's one day flipping the channels, all this stuff. They're saying, I can't believe I get to live this. I can't believe I get paid to do this. Oh my, I love my life. All this stuff, right? I am like, and I have this deal with God at this time because I had been doing the Christian thing real hard. I'm good. I led groups in the church, two different ones. And so, I'm in it to win it. I am a contributor. I am a teacher. I'm a supporter. I love learning, right? I'm going hard. I'm doing these things. And I had a deal with God because I don't know if any of you got this going on, but I have some of this going on. So I'm like, God, help me. I know that I want to know you're talking to me. So I want to hear it 3 times. Hear it, see it, receive it in 3 different ways. And so let me tell you, sometimes it's over a week or so. This day it was within an hour or so. I'm like, all right. No, I'm not waking up loving my life. And so I started praying, God, please help me find my purpose. I want to wake up every day going, I love my life. I love my life. Hardhead didn't listen. There was a few moments. I see that in 2006, I had an opportunity to start my journey, but I actually had a hysterectomy. They told me it was going to take me a year to recover. I was like, what? They go, you can't even go to work, nothing. You won't be able to walk. I'm like, what? That is not normal. And yeah, I don't do anything normal, if any of you guys know me. So that was and I was like, I'm in my 30s. I'm healthy. I was lifting like 60-pound servers, and I'm handling my business, right, in a man world, because I always was in a place, in an environment that was unique for me to be in. And especially 20 years ago, shoot, IT was all men. Information technology, for those of you who don't know IT means, right, the networking world. Oh my gosh. I was like, heck no, that ain't going to take me out. That is not going to take me down. So it did for over a year. And I went back into fear instead of going into what I knew I should be doing, what I had been praying for God to help me get in alignment with. So then he just paralyzed me and said, girl, let me shut you down in 2010. And now will you listen? And guess what? I finally listened. I had no distractions. No one was showing up. And trust me, when I wasn't giving, magically, people weren't calling and they weren't showing up. So all of these hundreds of people that I almost like on a daily basis interacted with, gone, poof. 3 people I remember in my years of recovery, because it was years, that they told me I wouldn't walk again. I said, I don't like that story. So I didn't accept that story. So now I live my best life. I be rocking it. And I healed. And when in my healing journey, I learned how not only it's possible, but how I can help others. And so now It excites me all day, every day. Okay, so who doesn't want to hear that story? So I get to tell this story. That's how I got to be a motivational speaker. Other people like Tony Robbins, what gift do all of these people have? The gift to engage you, to enroll you, to help you to feel something, right? I love that Miss Nina. So Miss Nina, I want to still give her props, even though she's not getting on. I don't know if she hops on. We're going to let her on. But this woman had been labeled bipolar and been treated a certain way and had gone through all of these discomforts and obstacles. And she was like, guess what? I'm on the other side now. Let me show you how you can get on the other side. And this is the conversation we're going to have, and we're going to talk about what does it take? What do you guys want? What about people on the stage that hundreds of people, sometimes thousands of people, are just gnawing at the teeth for? Oh my gosh, they're like, woo. Who's your favorite motivational speaker? You guys throw it. If you guys have time to type, I know a lot of you guys are at work, driving, and let me tell you, that's fine. Be safe. Be safe first and foremost. But I would love to know, because I have had countless people. And then I realized later that I'm an empath, right? I'm highly intuitive. Empaths have very sensitive bodies, and our bodies think it's their business to pick up everybody else's feelings and emotions, right? So I would go to places where and even going to church. Oh my gosh, I loved it because whoever was up there, and I went to a Christian church, so it was usually always rocking and powerful speakers, and they were up there making me feel amazing, feel like I could, feel empowered, feel like I could get out of the hole that I was in, right? I love it. And some people think that you need to have all these years of qualifications. Some people think you need to have all of this support or fame or followers or whatever. But what I want to tell you, and what we were going to share with Miss Nina, is that anybody could do it anywhere because you're valuable. Your story matters. It matters. It matters. There's somebody, God had, spirit, universe, energies, if you, whatever your higher power, whatever your belief is, something aligned you with every single moment of your life so that somehow it can become part of your story. That somehow, and I remember when I was in church, woo, they used to, when I would be having these huge moments of impact and I'd be crying, and, oh my God, and I had so much stuff with my kids. So my youngest, he was in jail by 12 years old. He did a year at 12. I was devastated. That was one of the first, the most impacting things. I was like, I can't lose my baby. I can't lose my baby. It's too young. He's too young. What's going to happen? Oh my God. I would go through these emotional things. I cried on his pillow. I remember I'd go in his room and I just lay and I would stay in there and I'd cry for hours, fall asleep in there. My husband would come and wake me up and bring me downstairs and come on, no. I was like devastated. I could go on countless moments because I feel things very deeply, right? I feel things very deeply because I'm an empath. So they're sitting there and they're going, people would tell me in church, oh, you're going to help so many people someday with this. And I know it doesn't feel good right now. And I was like, forget everyone else. What is this nonsense? I'm talking about me right now. I'm losing it right now. It's all about me. Okay. And I would be like, but guess what? Honestly, now that I'm where I'm at, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for every moment of impact that I have ever had because, yes, people love hearing my stories. And guess what? I'm a great storyteller. I'm very engaging. I am very animated because when I'm actually telling a story for me, energetically, I am there, and I can sense and perceive the stuff as if I was and girl, I was dancing, or oh my god, oh, he just, oh, yes, I could go that quick into, and heaven forbid somebody start telling me a story, and they're like, oh, well, one time and then so my energy just goes into their energy, and then I'm in their story, and I'm feeling everything. And I'm, what, girl? And I know I feel okay, Miss Jamie. I love you. Okay, yes, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna put what she says because of course I can't see it. I love you. Yes, Miss Dawn is amazing. Okay, so Dawn, spiritual waitress, introduced me and this beautiful goddess, and I am so excited because she's another one on her journey to amazingness, and now she has taken the world by storm. And let me tell you, she's going to be doing some big, big things. And I am so excited. Just like, oh, me and my girl, Shantae, we are getting our business going. I love you, girl, Jamie. I'm so proud of you. Keep visualizing your amazingness. What do you want? Where you want to go? What does it look like? What does it feel like? All the support, all of the incorporated family, all the community. Another community lover. So, oh my gosh, I love you so much. But yes, I love you, girl. So going back to motivational speaking, would it be anything you ever would want to do? Or do you just like hearing? Because maybe we all have our positions, I think, because based on our recipe, not everybody's meant to be up there. But if some part of it excites you, what do you want to do? How do you want to get there? Start somewhere. Okay. I just want to encourage you. Even, okay, some people like that are there, take it at home right now, maybe listening to this on Twitter, on Facebook, right? You guys, who knows how you fell across this? Maybe you're sitting there taking care of your kids, right? And you're like, oh my God, my baby just had a tantrum and flipped his, and this really just happened over here because my great grandson Adonis, who's already 2, gets to live with me, little baby, flipped his cereal, flipped it on the floor, and oh my gosh, if you did a 5-second live or a 30-second live on your life, let me tell you, everybody is curious about everybody's life. Everybody, you're making it. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, you're doing something amazing. You're surviving, you're handling, you're thriving, you're empowering, you're encouraging, what is it? I promise you, you're breathing, you're living, you're doing something. And however you're doing it, getting it done could help somebody else. That's all it takes. That's all it takes is a desire to help other people. Do you organically and naturally lead conversations? Then your voice needs to be heard. All right, take the steps, do the things. Start on Clubhouse. It's an audio app. Nobody has to look at you, see you. You don't have to care about me. Like now, and sometimes I see my little hair and I'm like, hey, oh, put it down. Okay. And then come back. Oh, distracted. Whoo! I'm like squirrel. I don't know if you guys know me. My energy can move really quick and then I'm gone. But find a way. Clubhouse, you don't even have to be, and you just start by listening and listening to other people and go into places, or YouTube. Start on YouTube. Like there's 50 million ways you guys could do this. Okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to listen to people? Then keep listening to people who help you feel empowered and encouraged. Just do it. Do it for yourself because it feels amazing. It will elevate your thinking. It will change how you show up. Let me tell you, I have been on Clubhouse for a year, and there was a week that I was just feeling boo-hooey, and I wasn't moving the energy, and I didn't even want to. I didn't want to use my tools. Do you guys ever have those times? I have 50 billion tools. Let me tell you, I do this for a living. As a shaman, I have countless tools for over a decade. I have traveled the world and learned from generational medicine people. I've been gifted stuff from an amazing seventh generation Navajo talker, medicine man. My life, I love my life. So I get around. I have experienced countless things and know and have been taught countless things. There's more than one way to do anything. What makes you happy? Let's find that and let's go and thrive and get more of it. I love sitting in circle because I love being together. Oh, COVID, it was like pros and cons. What did I love about COVID? I love social distancing because I'm an empath, you guys. I'm an empath. So when I got to have all of this bubble, I'm like, hey, you people. And now I get to, because of COVID, like I could feel this lady, her energy pushing up on me when I went to go get my medicine. And normally I try to do everything drive through. Now I love COVID. I could even get drive through margaritas. I love my life. I manifested that out here in Colorado, just so you know. Not COVID, but drive through drinking. Oh my gosh, there's Miss Nina. She's going to come on in. So she's going to make it. So we're going to add her to the stream. Okay, Miss Nina, I'm just in here in conversation talking about sharing, but let me tell you, there's my queen. How are you, my love? So I was just sharing. We're talking about different ways how you could become a speaker, because I went on topic, and girl, I've been sharing about how you've been labeled and had gone through stuff, and you're still like, you ain't holding me back. You
No.
not stopping this queen. And look at, she did not give up. She's like, I'm getting on. Who cares, girl? We still got a half hour and we are going to move to you. So I was just out here sharing tips about how Clubhouse is a great way to start.
Yeah.
YouTube, one of the many things, because it's great because you don't have to worry about your face right away, right? But you
Yeah,
get
that's true.
comfortable with. And for me, I listened to how other people introduced themselves, how they presented themselves, how they, like, I listened because I'm a detective, and I was like, ooh, I don't like how she says that. Ooh, oh man, that really made me feel good. I like how she said that. I want to say, I want to be more like her or him. And ooh, I want people to grab me, like his words just freaking right. And so then had more of that. So you guys, this is the beautiful Daarina. And you know, I was telling them, I call you Nina, but this queen, she is amazing. I met her bold in her business in one of the networking rooms. So my girl Shantae, who was here earlier, let me see if I can find her. Okay, and I think she still might be here. My Shantae, she has an amazing promote your brand on the weekends in Clubhouse. And this queen, she came in and she was like, you know what? And she had, so Clubhouse lets us know if you're new, because it puts the little party hat, like the little whoo, right, with the sparklies. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's good. She was like, you know what? And she came up with her boldness, and she's like, my name's Nina, and am I want to be a motivational speaker and blah blah blah. And we help Queen immediately because we in lovingly supporting them, like, girl, you are. We're just what? No trying, gonna, no, just keep the sentence without that word, right? Queen was
Right.
open words. She just is amazing. So it is my very, very great honor. Because after then I back channeled her. And even in the room, or was it the promote your brand? Either way, one of the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean the discover your purpose, maybe. Either way, one of the rooms. I have a couple that I do consistently. She was bold. And she said, and I said, you know what? I back channeled her, and I said, I want to give you this opportunity because, girl, you are a motivational speaker, and now you anchored it because you have proof of it for you to hold on to. So this is the most amazing queen that I love so much. And let me tell you, Miss Daarina Jefferson, sorry.
Daarina
Nina,
Jefferson, but you can call me Nina. Yes.
I love Miss Nina. And Miss Nina, please introduce yourself, share with these people your journey, and we're going to get in this conversation of how you're making it happen. So please, the mic is yours.
Hi, thank you for the warmest welcome, Trey. I really appreciate it. My name is Daarina, aka Nina. I have bipolar disorder. I am about to become a grandmother. I'm not supposed to say that too loud because my son is upstairs, but I'm about to become an official Nina, grandma. And like I said, I have bipolar disorder. My journey started about 20 years ago when Thanksgiving, it'll be 21 years tomorrow, where I was in a situation with a guy. And I didn't have any place to go because I was about to move out, and me and my son was about to be homeless, and he was about to offer us a place to live. I didn't know that. I thought he was going to propose to me. I don't know why I thought that. I would just start going off of tangents, and one thing led to another. I ended up in the Robert Tree Hotel downtown North, climbed, uh, took all of my clothes off, and they put me in handcuffs and restrained me and took me into the University Hospital in North, and they shot me a tranquilizer. I woke up after sleeping for a few hours, and I was like, "Where am I at?" I didn't know where I was. So you're in the hospital. Um, you have to stay here to get treated. I said, "Oh my God!" So and then they determined that I had bipolar disorder, and that's where the journey began. I mean, I spent the first 4 years not owning or not taking accountability for the fact that I had bipolar disorder. I I was in and out the hospitals, in and out the hospitals, and then the turning point was Mother's Day of 2004. When my son was 4 years old, and he came to see me at the hospital. I said, I got to get better, not only for me but for him. And then I just made the strides to get better. I got out and I got with the PAC team. I stayed with the PAC team for like the first 2 to 3 years in Elizabeth, and then when I moved to Fords, I did another 2 years until about maybe 2012, where I graduated. That's what they call it. So, but it was great. It was a great experience. I stayed healthy from 2004 up until I had my child, my second child, and when she turned 5, that's when I started spiraling out of control again, and I had to go back into another facility. And I'm happy to report that as of April 15th, tax day 2011, I've been hospital free, and this is where my story continues. I'm still here by the grace of God, Trey.
Oh my God. And now, girl, for over a decade, I
Hmm.
want you to honor yourself and really go, oh, for over a decade, I have been hospital free and now really on a
Actually, the
journey.
second time, I mean, counting if we off and on, I would say over a decade here, but I only had one setback in the last 16 years, so
And
that's pretty
that's
good.
shoot. That is
It can be a lot.
amazing. It's amazing because it's a journey. And the thing is every single day we're changing. We're all changing physically, mentally, emotionally. We're
Hmm.
growing. We're all of our bodies, right? Everything is changing. And so the fact that you have continued to utilize your tools and keep gaining new wisdom and being bold and getting out. Oh my gosh, so what introduced you to Clubhouse? How did you get into that?
I was nominated to come into Clubhouse by somebody that found me on Facebook. I said, okay. We were talking. She told me about the Clubhouse. I said, Clubhouse? What's a Clubhouse? Well, I'm gonna nominate you to come. I think you'll benefit from it because you have a lot to say about your story, about marketing. I'm a marketing guru. And I said, "Oh, okay." Well, she not. That's when you had. It wasn't open to the public. You had to get nominated by somebody to come
Yeah,
into the clubhouse. That was
yeah.
like really. It was really one of those underground things where you got
It was exclusive.
very
It was an
exclusive. Now it's
exclusive
open to the.
club. Yeah,
eh,
and I wasn't nominated. I got in after it became, and And that was like you had to be an Apple user first of all, and then you had to be invited, and I wasn't either. So
I actually, yeah, quiet is kept. I actually am one of the beta testers because they had asked me to anything dealing with the clubhouse. Once I got in, they asked me, so to speak, to test out certain things with the clubhouse. They'll keep me updates and stuff like that. So yeah. But I was voted to not voted, but I was nominated to come in. So I said, okay, nominated by this person, so cool. And after that, I just started building my tribe, and people started following me, following them. So no, don't pour no juice in there, sweetie. I'm on live. I'm pouring it for you. I'm talking to my daughter.
Oh, that's okay. And this is like a trust. I have my little I call him my business partner because he'll sometimes just run on in, and this is what I love. And that's what makes it funny. That's what
Yes.
that's we're gonna laugh and learn because who knows and trust in this house. So I have custody of my three grandkids. So one's 18, one's 15, and one's 10. And the 18-year-old has the 2-year-old. So who knows what could ever happen at any moment of the day.
Exactly.
Okay, so I wanna go on to your journey of what happened that you were like, you know what, I want to talk about my journey. And who encouraged you that you could share about it? Or was it something that you found your own?
Something I felt in my spirit. I just noticed that mental illness is not really being talked about. I see a lot of atrocities going on in Philadelphia because I'm in the greater Philadelphia area, and I see a lot of, shootings every day, like 3-4 times a day. Somebody is getting
Here,
killed.
here in Colorado the other night, and my friend was at the place where the 5 people got shot, and oh my
No
gosh, so he's calling
way.
me and an emotional trauma because he was like, something made me leave. He was like, and I literally started getting sick to my stomach, and he's a super high sensitive, intuitive angel too. So I was like, because you're here to do things, you couldn't have got shot, you had to get out of there. And he was like, I've never had anything happen like that. And he was like, oh my gosh, the police were calling me and everything. Okay, so sorry, off topic. But yes.
Yeah. But I think this is my calling to spread awareness because me having bipolar disorder, hold on, Taylor. It's not about it's bigger than me. It's about saving lives. There's too many people lose their lives to mental health. Um,
Yes.
they pick up a gun and they commit suicide or they hang themselves because they don't understand that these they're faced with these demons that can be have control over. Should you go and get the help that you seek? There's
Mm-hmm.
resources. There's a lot of resources out there you can tap into, and people don't
Definitely.
realize it. I'm like, and this is big for me. I say I aspire to be a motivational speaker. I'm doing it. I put live streams on my
Yep, I see, and this is why I love her. This is why I was like, girl, I want you on here because I have people who have been big stars for decades and decades or whatever, but people, I want everyone to meet where they're at. And all of us started somewhere. So people didn't just out of osmosis genie blink clink and here you are.
That's true.
Like, no. And this is where I want to encourage people. Your story matters, just like Miss Nina. Bold in her business and okay, so this is what's great. I love to hear. And just so you guys know, I'm a medicine woman. I am a shaman. And I guess I'm gonna start using that word more because people identify shaman better. They don't know what a medicine woman is. Well, either way, I believe that people who have what are labeled as mental disorders, I believe that they're highly sensitive people. I believe that they have ability to hear and perceive energies at a higher rate than other people. And
Right.
how do I know? Because I hear the voices too. I hear the voices and I know it's energy. And I know some of it's residual energy, some of it's old energy, some of it's internal energy. But either way, I am on a mission now, and I've decided. I told my girls, so there's a crew of us that met from Clubhouse, and we are like thick as thieves. We are like everyday support and encouragement, and it came to me. I got the intuitive flash too that I need to make a course for intuitive people or highly sensitive. And who knows how many words, because people identify with labels, and if they understood that, and people with schizophrenia, I believe that they're really hearing the voices and not, and when you leave energetically your body, you stay the way you were. So if you were a crazy freaking loony toony when you left, your energy is exactly that, because it doesn't just osmosisly change into this. No. So girl, so I'm going to start really doing this course of Am I Intuitive? Intuitive masterclass or whatever. It's coming, and I have my paperwork. It should be up in a week or so, because I think if people understood and they could identify with, okay, so do you feel certain ways in certain environments, or do you know, and to really start paying attention to the different things. I can almost guarantee you that all of you guys, all of us, they're highly intuitive, highly sensitive people. We are all receiving and perceiving the energy differently, right? And it's all unique. That's why you can't put a big umbrella that's going to fix everyone. But when you start going, oh, yes, and that's what happens to me, then you can start getting tools to go, oh, I'm not crazy. Oh, I'm not. Oh, what? No, I'm not crazy. Yes. And, so, okay, girl, let's go back to you. So I want to know how, now that you are taking action towards your goal, how does it feel every time you get off one of your little lives, or even like now getting the invitation to be on a multi-platform streaming environment?
It feels empowering to be able to share my story. I'm coming out with a book. I'm working on it as we speak. It's going to be entitled Nina, I Am Not My Illness. It should be out. It's going to be out next year. It's going to be out by Mother's Day of next year. So definitely look out for the book. And tell everybody, spread the word. It's bigger than the money. I just want people to just get aware of the trials and tribulations of what I went through with having bipolar disorder. So this is why I'm coming out with the book. My mom is like, oh, you can come out with a memoir, but just take your time and just do one thing at a time. I'm like, I'm not the one thing at a time type of person.
I got time for that nonsense.
I mean, I don't want to come out with a full-fledged book and do like at least 100 pages and do like a 3-book series. That's fine, as long as I get the royalties, not own the rights to my story.
And it's okay. We're just saying, you guys, whoever wants to make a movie about Nina's story, about my story, we accept and allow the invitations.
We will accept it.
I'm with you.
Because I know I'm not the only one that has this problem with mental illness. I mean, but it's so many people that's affected by it. They're like, well, I didn't know that she was going through it, and or I feel she feels what I went through, and now I can understand and how to treat it better, and I know I'm not alone. And I
really help people to advocate for themselves is really, because some people, they just are, if they tell them no, they or whatever, but to really help people to know that you can, because that's what you did. You just started advocating for yourself. But you were also open to the healing, and you were open. You were like, all right, well, I guess this is, what does it hurt? Because I know I just got done having a crazy moment. And let me tell you, I personally had, I don't know, I think 2, whatever those are, meltdowns, losing it. I call it the first one. Oh my gosh. I had the 2 babies, and I had my 2 kids right away. So Felicia was born in like January of 83 and Adam was born April of 84. So they weren't even a year and a couple months apart. And oh my gosh. And it was just crazy. And I was literally living off of like $20 a week for food. I wasn't eating a lot because I bought a lot of flour, potatoes, and beans. We had a lot of Mexican food that went a long ways, right? And so by Felicia got in the fridge and kind of, and then so baby went, and she would take baby Adam out of his crib because they were both little toddlers, and they like poured everything out of the fridge. And I had just got groceries, so the milk and whatever little bit. I woke up and they were sitting in the flour. They got the bag of flour and put it in the milk and all this, and they were completely covered. And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then I just cleaned it up, and I begged and made tortillas and did what I could to get enough money to get some more food. And then they did it again.
Wow.
And I just, and at this point it was an accumulative of so much stuff, right? That was it. I just fell on the floor. I couldn't get up. I called. I was like, please come and get these babies because something not nice is gonna happen. So I need somebody to help me now. And I'm glad that I was brave enough to ask them for help. And my sister-in-law came and got the babies, helped me clean up. But I that was it. I had to go. I had to go get some help because I was like, and that was just, it's, I know the feeling that I don't want to be here anymore. I know it. I know it many times. And I'm so grateful that something in me, I just go, you know what? I kept hearing this little kind of, I don't know, angel, whatever. They go, but if you do it this time, you're just going to have to start over again. And I'm like,
wow.
I don't want to do this again. Okay. I don't think I could do this again. And oh man, when I lost my son, or I didn't lose him, but like, when he wasn't there for a whole year and it was so young, I was like, oh my gosh, that's my baby. Like somebody stole my baby. Like it ripped my heart out. And I felt so deeply. So I understand. And I've had to get help on numerous occasions because I'm grateful, first of all, that I had somebody to call.
Yeah.
And that I took the action, because there was times when I didn't want to. I didn't want to call. I didn't want to keep fighting, or whatever you want to say. I didn't want to survive no more.
I know that's right.
So I love your tenacity. I love your story. I love how you are going after this. Like, and I am so excited to watch you evolve. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think we're already almost done. So, honey, I want to be the first one when you get your book done. You guys, I want to help you promote it. We're going to get you back on here. We're going to have you get the link out. We're going to, cross pollinate, because I'm all about supporting, encouraging, and empowering. I am a reciprocating person, and this woman has been an angel to me, and I love her so very much. Okay, so Miss Nina, I want for you to tell people how they can find you on Clubhouse, the other places that they could find you, and if you have any more exciting interviews coming up. What you got going on, girl?
No more interviews as of yet. I'm going to put up some more live streams on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube at Mrs. J. You can find me on Clubhouse.
Just Mrs. J. Like, let's put it in the chat. Let me type it out. Tell me, you spell it. I'll spell it and you tell me.
At MRS period J period, I believe it is. It should come up as Mrs. J.
And that's on Facebook?
No, YouTube.
YouTube. Sorry, babe. Okay. YouTube. All right.
And you can find me on Twitter at capital J, capital Daarina with a D. And you can find me on Clubhouse at Daarina J, small case Daarina, DAARINA J.
Oh,
And
I can't type that fast, girl.
and you could
Okay, so
find.
and this is the great thing about Clubhouse, you guys. If you go to Clubhouse and find anybody in their profile, it has the links to Instagram and Twitter, and you could, and it has a great little spot where you could put it in your bio, because I want people to find you. I want people to be able
Yes, I want you guys to
to
find
help
me. I'm
support
very
your story.
accessible. And my Facebook name is my first name Daarina, Daarina, last name Jefferson. I'm very accessible, so make sure you follow me. As long as it's a serious follow, I will follow you back. Make sure you want to collaborate. You want to collaborate with me. That's not a problem. I'm very reachable, very accessible.
And keep up the good work, because I want to help support you if you start any Clubhouse rooms about the mental health, about the stuff, because man, I could help with so many tools. Because I have to use them for myself, and
Mhm.
that's why when I get too boo-hooey, sometimes I don't want. It's just like sometimes when I don't want to take a shower, I'm like,
Yeah,
Lord,
right.
I want to just go to bed. What is that? Like, and but once I get in there and once I do it, I feel better. So in the end, we're always leaning into pain or pleasure. This beautiful goddess had moments of pain that helped her now lean into the pleasure. She grabs it by the horns and hangs on to it, and you know what she does? She is asking for help. She's recruiting support. She's putting herself out there, because do you know how uncomfortable it is? Some of us never share personal information about ourselves.
That's true.
Some of us would not be able to say, oh, yeah, I've lost it. I've had to ask for help. I've been suicidal. I've had moments. No, but this woman, this is how we get through, is you grab onto somebody else and you help, and we hold on, and we're doing this, right? And one's got us, and that's it. And I always love that in Backdraft. One of my favorite lines was when he goes, you go, we go. And I
Mhm.
was like, you go, we go. And after then, that was always like, that is my vision. And I always am like, nope, I'm grabbing as many people as I can, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to hang on, and I will pour into you, and I will encourage you, because when I need it, guess what? The people are there holding on to me and holding me up and hanging on to Crazy Trade, because I feel things very deeply. So Queen, I love you. I am so grateful for you. Oh, what are you on Clubhouse? You're Nina, aren't you?
Nina, yes.
And you don't have a catch name?
A
It's
catch
just
name?
Nina Johnson? Because I'm not Trey Urban. I mean, I guess if you search Trey Urban, you'll find it, but my is Trey Talk. Because I don't go off of my
No, it's
name,
just
and so
simply
I
Nina.
don't know why I think my name was already taken, or I don't know what I was thinking, but either way, so if you put in Trey Talk in Clubhouse, you're gonna find me. So that's why I'm just saying, some people use their name, some don't. So this is Miss Nina. She's Nina Jefferson. I put it in the thing somewhere, I don't know. And I just want for you guys to help continue to support this beautiful queen. Did I spell it right? Yeah.
Daarina. Yep,
Uh-huh.
Jefferson. That's me.
All right. But really, she goes by Nina. But this is where you can find her on Facebook. And then let's keep the support going, you guys. If you want to reach out to her and have a conversation with her about your mental illness or some things you've gone through.
And if you want to book me for speaking engagements, I'm available for
That's right.
nominal fee. So nothing is free. I'm not
That's
going to
right.
charge your arm and a leg, maybe a finger.
We all have value. That's right.
Yes.
Know your value. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know that you are valuable. Your time is valuable. Your
I'm
information
almost
is
done.
valuable. Your story is valuable. All right, Miss Queen. our time is wrapping up. Okay, you guys, LinkedIn. I was so glad that this is my first day on LinkedIn. You missed that. So I finally got enough followers because you have to have 150 followers or more on LinkedIn in order to go live. So I finally made it. So I got all dressed up and I was like, I don't even care. I was like, oh, sometimes I actually won't go on. I think once or twice when the guests weren't able to get on or something happened. But this time I was like, you know what? I am so excited that I got to be live on LinkedIn that I'm gonna rock this conversation and just know, yes, we all have a story. It's an amazing story. It doesn't have to be you were paralyzed and like me. Because that's my story, y'all. You guys can't rock my story. I got my story. You guys have your own story. Okay?
That's
Rock your own
right.
story. This is Trey Urban. I have been coming at you with some trade talk, but I am done for today. And I will look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday on my Laugh and Learn lunch with another amazing guest and or more. And we're going to have an amazing conversation. So much love, so much blessings to you guys. I send you so much support and on your journey to discovering the greatness that you hold within yourself. All right, Miss Dina. Thank you, guys. So
All
much
right.
love.
God bless.